The dog is 6, and the woman is 60. The dog has a name like Happy or Lovey, and the woman has a name like Emma or Lucy. The dog is a girl, and the woman is an old woman who moves very fast for an old woman. The dog has short legs and wears a sun hat. The woman wears a scarf. The dog wears a scarf. The woman wears sunglasses. The sunglasses are very dark. There is some dead something. It could be a pigeon's wing from most angles, but then again, maybe a rat, too. It's in the street, run over and run over by cars. The woman is counting all the money she has. The woman is counting all the money she has. The woman wants a cup of coffee. The dog wants the thing in the street. The dog is headed to the street. The woman's wearing sunglasses as dark and thick as black coffee. The dog is the color of French roast. The dog has wet lips and now, terrible breath. The pigeon's wing, if that's what it was, began to flutter and twitch. The bird is testing its wingtips, which go back and forth and back inside the dog's belly. The wing pumps like a bellows, blows them home into a night the color of coffee. Like a bellows, the wing forces everything out of both ends of the dog. The woman is covered in stains. The woman is covered in sweat and electric light. The dog is covered with sin. The dog is cradled in her arms. The woman cries into the small neck of the small dog, "Oh, Happy, oh, Lovey." The sick dog's fever rises until it floats around the room, casting shadows in the electric light. The woman shuffles back and forth. Wherever the dog is hovering, she is in its shadow with her arms outstretched. She is covered in stains of sick dog. The floor, too. The walls, too. The light. The stains are the color of French roast. All night long she paces in the shadow of the dog, calls Emma, calls Lucy, then realizes she's calling her own name, not the dog's. She's called her own name, and she could call and call, but who would come? She calls her own name, and her stomach flutters, and her head spins, and her heart, who would come? She calls her own name, and her stomach flutters, and her head spins, and her heart, she rises like hackles, like bread, like desire, like a wing, beating, and the dog, and stains, and the woman's head hits the ceiling light. She's hovering in midair. Beside her, Honey or Lovey lifts her sin-slick dog head up and opens her moist French roast eyes. Emma or Lucy outstretches her arms. The dog licks her hand and, exhausted, curls against her. Together they sink gently home.